Okay, the guitars I use, I have three of these, are Ibanez JS100 signature model guitars. They're the basic Korean guitars, which, to be honest, they're almost the same as the Japanese models. The differences are the pickups and the hardware, and I think the neck profile is slightly different, but I actually prefer the feel of the Korean neck. This model, this particular guitar, all of them are 2003, which I found was the best year for the JS100 guitars. It's got the Edge 2 bridge, which was a much better bridge than the earlier TRS, and I think it's much easier to use than the Edge 3. I have one in white, and which has the standard Satriani pickups in it, the Fred in the bridge and the PAF Joe in the neck. I also have a black one which has the Steve Vai Breed pickups in, and this has the John Petrucci pairing of the D Sonic in the bridge with the bar to the neck and the Air Norton. I tuned down to D, just I like the extra chunk it gives me. Okay, so just starting with my basic clean sound, I guess. That's got the Marshall ED1 compressor on it. It's got both clean channels from both amps. The way I have them set up is the Triple X head is a slightly brighter clean sound, and the JSX is a slightly thicker, more jazzy clean sound. And then it's got all three effects processors on a basic chorus package, and then when I put the expression pedal in, you'll hear a delay, which is a combination of the three effects units delays. I also have, because we play a lot of Metallica in Fallen Angel, I have another clean sound that has more of that Metallica, Master of Puppets era and Justice for All era Metallica clean sound, which again is both of the channels, both of the amps on the clean channel, this time with the G major and the GSP 1101 running in series. And I find if I use it with the coil tap on with both pickups on, it really gets that Metallica vibe. It's like sweep from a flanger or something in the, I think it is a flanger, which again I can increase using the expression pedal. It gives that slightly thinner sound that you might get from single coils going through, I don't know, I guess a jazz chorus would be what Metallica used, but it just gives me a different clean sound. My main rhythm sound uses the crunch channel from the JSX, and without any of the effects on it, it's just a big beefy crunch sound. And then if I push the expression pedal forward, that'll bring in a bit of the Van Halen style bit of phaser to it, which just thickens up the sound, gives me a bit of a more interesting sound. There's so a bit of slapback echo coming in there. Then if I use the alternate preset function, the function switch on the Mastermind, it just switches from one head to the other, so it moves to the triple X, which has got a slightly more scooped rhythm sound. Other than that, everything is set the same. Again, with a slight bit of slapback to it. The expression pedal does the same thing. All the alternate preset does is it changes the bank on both the both the RG16 and on the effect gizmo, which is a really useful feature because it means that I can set 128 presets up and then have them with different pedals or different channels on the amp without having to program any more presets. It's just a simple case of pressing the buttons on the front of the effect gizmo and the RG16 to the combination I want, and then holding down the right button, and that's it done. They're the easiest things in the world to program. No messing around with MIDI CC numbers or program changes. It literally is plug and play. All I had to do was set the Mastermind so it changed to it selected the correct presets on the 3 effects processors. Right, now my lead sound is a combination of both heads on the Ultra channels. It's a big lead sound, it's got plenty of echo, a little bit John Petrucci-esque, at least that was what I was aiming for. I can't play like him. I tend to use the neck pickup a lot for leads. I guess I listened to too much Satriani and Vi as I was growing up. It's a thick sound. Well, I'll let you hear it. That's on its own. If I push the expression pedal forward, it really brings the delays to the fore. I have other banks programmed up, but that gives you a good general overview of the sounds I use. On that preset, if I press the alternate preset button, all it does is it switches my Keeley DS1 pedal in, just thickens up the sound, gives it a little bit more bite. The Keeley DS1 is great if you turn the distortion down and just give it a little bit of a volume boost, a little bit of a thicken up. On a clean channel it just gives you that bit of breakup, more than the blues breaker, but that kind of Gilmore singing lead. And on a distortion sound, again, it just gives a bit of a thicker, more cutting sound. The Monty Allen's DS1 I use with rhythm sounds, again, just to give me a bit of a volume boost, a bit of a thicker sound without having to go to a lead channel when I'm playing harmonies on Iron Maiden songs and that kind of thing. As I say, there are other banks programmed in, but that's a basic general overview of the rig. Please do comment on the video, and you'll find me at hugeracksync.com on the forum there if you've got any questions.